Hi everybody, this is Sister Omi. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm here to do the new moon in Gemini for the sign of Scorpio. So with this new moon in Gemini, you know Gemini, they communicate, the communicator, chat. So this is a good time to reevaluate our communication and social skills by questioning how much we actually take in or how much information that we actually take in and communicate in a friendly, non-threatening manner. With this energy also, we have a chance to make important changes in our lives. Now, Scorpio, this new moon or the beginning of this Gemini season, I see you putting your focus on your partnerships or what your partners have and what they bring to your life. You are maybe having some communication with yourself and maybe some gratitude for, gratitude or reevaluating how you look at relationships. And a lot of this depends on where you're at in your life. And I'm not just talking about love relationships, I'm talking friendships and all of that. So I also see here that maybe there's some stagnation in some area of your life. Or if there's no stagnation, there may be a deep sense of fear. Now this is Iku, upright. You can see this is basically death. And death basically means change or transformation. But this is in reverse. So is there a sense or a fear of change? Or is this something, with this Gemini moon, how you communicate, maybe there's some fear of taking your own inventory and say, look, I need to make some changes in my life. Or there is a sense of just being kind of rigid, or there's an inability to grow. So what I'm looking at here, this is really about going within yourself and taking your own inventory and say, now look, with this season at this new moon, do I communicate effectively? Do I really listen to what the person is saying? Am I reacting or responding? Here's just saying, take aim. Go for it. You need to act to bring something to conclusion. So maybe you're going to be receiving some messages. This is, you could be receiving some messages here. And this is the wand. So this is like fire, that initiation. But they're here. The way this is depicted, there's a sense of humility. So say, Scorpio, maybe you've been a little curt with some people. So maybe it's time to step back and be humble or show some act of humility. Because I'm sensing, especially with the emphasis at this particular time with your partnerships, like what they have and what they bring to the table. Maybe they're bringing a lot to the table and you just don't have any gratitude. You just take them for granted and think you can say anything. Now that's for some. Now, on the other hand, this could be how you're communicating with yourself. Are you communicating yourself like, oh, I can't, playing the victim? Because Scorpio, that's water. And I think a Scorpio is like, the scorpion, they can kind of, I'm not going to say like a crab, but, they can pull up that little stinger and whack you real good, and are you being, is it a defense mechanism? Okay, that's what I'm trying. Is it a defense mechanism, or is it that deep fear of maybe having to make a change in yourself? Everybody's different. Everyone's on a different road. but this is like gaining your direction here. You can gain some direction. And gaining that direction, what I see here, this is even going to promote more stability in your life right now. You know. Now, the message from Spirit and the advice card here is the Three of Pentacles. You see how he's nurturing the ground? He is working in conjunction with nature. So he's putting in the work, and he's going to get, he's going to notice the fruits of his labors. Like you can see here, there's something sprouting up here, there's something sprouting here. So if there's something you need to change, or maybe, if there's something you need to change, or maybe it's just a change in perception, or a change in how you're working in sync with everyone here, because this is about cooperation. So you have cooperation. You have people around you who are probably more helpful to you than maybe you want to admit. So here, this is just saying, if you acknowledge that you're going to have so much more success, because this will help any projects that you're working on. And just to be able to work part as a team shows a level of confidence and competence. And in doing so, the only thing you could have is success. I mean, both scenarios. People are cooperating with you. Well, here the earth is going to, you say you reap what you sow. So you water your flowers, water the earth, you're going to get growth. However, maybe someone is nurturing you, and maybe you need to gain some humility, because if you work in conjunction, you're going to really grow. So this goes both ways. And here, you're receiving some messages. Communication is more listening than talking. So maybe this is also a time to sharpen those listening skills, so that you make sure you hear every message clearly and you respond and not react. Now, Carnelian. I think this is so pretty. It kind of reminds me of a marble. And this is about creativity. The Carnelian protects against glamours, envy, and the evil eye, bringing good fortune to the wearer. It prevents blood from rushing to the head to cause precipitate action. So basically what you're saying is, so in case you get ready to, Scorpio, to pull out that zinger, that that stinger and zing somebody, maybe you just need to take it down and make sure you're not overreacting. And sometimes when you're overreacting, it's out of really defense, and that defensive mode could be maybe you just really didn't understand what was being said, or you took it in the wrong context. So you have the ability to remain calm during disputes, and that self-control, and that self-control not to follow the crowd. So you have to be an individual, this is showing courage in the face of danger. In that moment, you're showing some real serious inner strength, and you're not being foolhardy. Your family means a lot to you, and those are the relationships. This is just confirming that you have people around you that care about you and support you, and you know that your family is important and it means a lot. Your sex drive is strong. Lust or aggression has been a problem in the past life, directed towards something creative to raise your kundalini. So maybe it's just about, especially when you look at it like here, It's like she's under a teepee without the canvas, without the skins. You see her hands are open and she is in like a prayer mode, prayer to be receptive. Maybe it's time to, step back so that you can receive messages from the universe. And here, it's just be eloquent, creative, and bold. Don't back down and trust your intuition. Now, maybe you need to take some significant vitamins or minerals, support your metabolism for optimum well-being. And this really is in touch with your base and sacral chakra. So maybe the fear of change, maybe there's going to be some change in your foundation and you're having some trouble accepting it. Maybe there's some change even with that Pentacles, maybe some change with some of the people around you. Because now it could be money, but I'm not sensing that this is a money. I'm thinking about your wealth. They say your wealth is in your health, but your wealth is in your family and friends too. So maybe there's some shifting here that you need to secure your foundation. So working that root chakra and that sacral chakra. And what I'm saying is making sure you're getting proper rest, eating, proper proteins, enough vegetables, getting physical exercise, and take that time for prayer, meditation, however that works for you. Now, this also is the timing is Taurus, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and Scorpio. So this Scorpio, this is really activating you. So I would really take strong consideration in expressing your soul's vitality at this time. Communicating what's really deep in your soul, even if it's just gratitude. And if it's not gratitude, whatever it is you're feeling, but just express it without the zinger, the Scorpio stinger. Nature is so beautiful. Here we have the palm tree, which is about success. You'll be successful. Because even whatever changes or whatever you may be fearful of, whatever your relationships, if you're nurturing them, they will successfully support you. And this is the palm tree. The tree of paradise bears the fruit of eternal wisdom and light, but it is hidden and difficult to find. And it's difficult to find maybe because there's some fear here. You have to find a way to tap in and really admit maybe what you're fearful of, or admit that, you've been resisting change. Admit to yourself, whatever you have been resistant to, you can let it go. And realize that you have support. And so you can aim high and feel balanced and know that you'll be successful. You will be successful. In addition to being successful and creative, Scorpio, you could do it all. This is really about, this is more nurture your relationships and releasing that resistance. What are you resisting? Okay, whatever it is you're resisting, you have support. So Scorp, what is it that what are you resisting? Okay, that is the question. What are you resisting? If you want to share, please feel free to leave a comment. But like, share, subscribe. And this is Sister Omi. Peace.